You have just tuned in to Turning the Hearts of the Fathers to the Children, turning theologians' minds to proof text. This is coming from Matthew 7:2 today, that judgment that you give is the judgment you shall receive. And the thing that is being done here by preachers, leaders, and even members is to cast a judgment on God that he reprimands with physical fire, to interject fear into other people's lives and people who you may be ministering to or the preachers may be preaching to. This is a method to interject that God reprimands with a physical fire. Now, the thing about that is, the judgment that you give makes you a false prophet, because when you outline the Bible, God is love, peace, and joy. It says His way, His perfectness, His righteousness, His mercy is all love, peace, and joy. When you outline this through the Bible, do a concordance study on that and find out for yourself. Because the atheist also sees that what created us is love, peace, and joy, and that's someone without a religious eye they're looking through. Just looking at the world, they can tell that something of a loving and love source created us and will bring us back into love. And so the Jews even outlined the Bible this way, that God is love, peace, and joy. And I've written this in a book, Renovated Earth. It's on YouTube, Jared McDade, Renovated Earth book. And also you can find YouTubes that I've made showing the scriptures of all the non-physical fire prophecies. And since this is a case, then we have to consider Jesus' words being the fire that is spoken of, because the sword is the Bible. And also the theologians that are doing this, they cast this as if judging how you judge is what's going to get you into the kingdom. And so you can just actually not judge anything at all. And a lot of these leaders and people do that based off of the scripture. They say, well, I'm just not going to judge someone because then I'll be judged. And then we'll just get into the kingdom together, just not judging any situation. But that's not the case. You can judge situations. You're supposed to be provoked to judge. But you're not to be provoked to judge God is using physical fire to reprimand. The angels took the credit for that, and God does not have a physical body. All of that is faith-based theory stuff that it takes a faith in a theologian to believe that stuff. So keep it in mind the next time that you don't want to get cast into the lake of fire with the false prophets, because you're a false prophet going around saying that God reprimands with physical fire and He's a God of wrath. And so remember that the next time you carve an image for God as a member or as a leader or as a preacher in a church.